So this video had a long time coming. As I said in a video that was posted months ago, at this point, I was not going to post many Real Madrid videos because I didn't want it to be so negative. But we're to a point where, well, I have realized what is wrong with this Real Madrid. It's been months that I've seen my team just get battered by Barcelona. Again, we've gotten scored on 9 times and we scored on them twice. And keep in mind, they are 7 points behind us. Now, yes, we are above Barcelona. We are first place in La Liga and everything, but this we can't be. I want more for this team. I want this team to play that incredible football that we know this team can play with Mbappe, with Vinicius, Rodrigo, Bellingham, Valverde, with these incredible players. And I don't want this team to settle down because when it comes to Champions League, we have the magic, we have the aura. But when that finishes, a team that knows how to play, a team that's on their day, like Liverpool was in the Champions League, and how Barcelona have been in the last two El Clásicos, they're gonna come home in a way and they're gonna destroy us. And I don't want that happening. So, as y'all may remember, months ago, I put the blame in that Mbappe was pretty much bringing the team down by limiting how we attacked, and we would just force the ball towards Mbappe and everything like that. Over the last couple months, he has adapted. He's starting to play a lot better than what he played at the start of the season, and there's no Vinicius, and he is still playing as striker, which is like it's impressive because I was watching the games, and yes, he would deviate to the left, but he's starting to play more centrally, more as a striker, which is what we needed, what we wanted Mbappe to adapt with Vinicius playing on the left. Now, all right, we ruled that out. Mbappe is adapting. Another issue that I brought up in that last video was that our defense was really, really weak. The only real great defender that we had back there was Rudiger, because Carvajal got injured for months. Militao, we forced them to play. Keep him out. He just had to come back from an ACL injury that had left him out for an entire year and an entire season, and we forced him to play 90 minutes even though he was fresh off of an injury. And then on top of that, we started playing Chouameni as a center back, and we saw how how exposed and weak we were in defense with Chouameni. Now, oh yeah, and Lucas Vasquez, let's not forget, he's not a he's not a right back. He's not a right back, and Mendy's all right, but he's not the greatest left back either. So it's just a really, really poor defense overall. That's a big part to why Real Madrid is playing this way. But I think the biggest struggle that we have is in the midfield. The attack is going extremely well. I mean, Vinicius, he did some, apart from his stupid decisions that he does in the pitch when he just bursts out for just a little tap, and he just bursts out and starts slashing out at everybody. It's so stupid because he's gonna get us another red card, another suspension, like he is these last 5 games. But I am starting to get on my nerves with Vinicius because he continues to do these dumb little things. I think that's an issue as well. But luckily, Mbappe is starting to fire in all cylinders. Bellingham and Rodrigo seem to be playing very well. Now, as I said, this leaves the midfield to be the main gaping issue here. When Real Madrid plays against these smaller teams, with no disrespect to Las Palmas, Real Madrid plays absolutely incredible. Why? Because Real Madrid loves to attack. We are better at attacking than we are at defending and controlling the game in general. And here's the main issue. Our midfielders love to go forward. They love to just look up ahead. Bellingham, when he gets the ball, he wants to dribble past 2, 3, 4 players and try to pass it to Vinicius and Mbappe. Rodrigo or finish it himself. Valverde loves to crash the box too, and if he loves to be in an area where he can just freaking blast the ball into the net like he did against Las Palmas. And Camavinga, same thing, just that he's a lot more of a defensive player who stays back more. But every time that he gets the ball back, he rushes into giving the ball to either Valverde, Bellingham, who in turn obviously go on to just boom ball it just any way possible to forward the game. Now that type of game is very entertaining to watch because it basically becomes like a ping pong match. But that only works against teams that are not the caliber of Real Madrid. As we saw against Barcelona, we could dominate absolutely nothing at the possession of the ball because Bellingham, Valverde, and Camavinga constantly wanted to go forward. We would lose the midfield battle against Marc Casado and Pedri, who are midfielders who control the game of the pace of the game instead of just going forward constantly. And when we had the ball, for example, in the multiple counterattack goals that we had, the midfield was so tired because they kept going up, trying to give the balls to Mbappe and Rodrigo. And Bellingham was so tired and Valverde were so tired from attacking that they weren't able to come back in time and help the defense. And in turn, left a giant gap on the side of Lucas Vazquez and left Rudiger and Mendy pretty much alone up against these Lamine Yamal's, Rafinha's. You could see in one of the goals where it was just a 4, which was Valverde who had sprinted back to where Lucas Vazquez was. A 4, and the midfield was inexistent because Valverde had to leave his ball. Camavinga was too far up. Bellingham was too far up, and that's the consequence of trying to play this incredibly attacking football. We don't have the players for it. We don't have the defense for it to cover for those massive gaping holes. When Toni Kroos was around, he was that player that put the calmness in the game. He was a player that allowed Valverde and Bellingham to attack while he stayed back and calmed the game down and picked passes. And if he needed to recycle the ball, he would recycle it. He would order Rudiger, the whole back line, tell them calm down the play. He would tell Bellingham and Valverde to calm down the play. And I don't see that Bellingham or Valverde have those capabilities at least yet. I think that's the main issue in this team because if you just keep attacking, you're gonna keep losing the ball with the way we attack. It's not like we touch most of our attacking things. Is one guy individually takes the ball, tries to dribble through a bunch of people, and gets pressured and either gives the ball away or makes a pass to a player who is also pressured, loses the ball, and then they just counterattack incredibly quick. So we really have to find that pace, that composure that Modric and Toni Kroos gave us in those incredible years that we had them in our team. And I don't know if we're gonna have to buy another player. I think Trent would be a good addition to the team and give us that sense of balance at least, since he's a really good passer of the ball. However, I don't know if he is the best at measuring time and calming the game down. And also, he is a right back. There's only so much you can do as a right back. So I don't know if we're gonna have to buy a player or if we can teach Valverde and Bellingham to control and calm down the game and pick out the passes and recycle the ball, keep possession of the ball, or if we are going to have to buy another player, or maybe he's in the bench. I don't know. Maybe it's one of the where we have our own Marc Casado or Arda Güler, who I believe he can also play that position. Maybe we would have to reshape his entire way of playing, since there seems to be no spots at the right wing position where Rodrigo is at, but we are in desperate need of a creative midfielder. And overall, I think this Real Madrid is defensively is extremely weak, but attacking wise, we are pretty solid. But I think if we had a midfielder who was able to control the game, we would have the players to not be losing to Barcelona 5-2. You know, even if the defense was this bad, I don't think it would have been nearly as bad if we were able to control the game. So hopefully Ancelotti is the man for the job. I'm starting to lose a bit of hope. And we'll see how this season ends, because Real Madrid, we somehow always end up winning something, either Champions League or La Liga or both. Maybe this horrendous year is our year to win both again. But I hope Ancelotti can get this team running, and maybe we can get one signing or something, and Bellingham can become this incredible ball passing midfielder, time controlling player, and Valverde do the same thing, and Camavinga as well. And I think we would be in a very solid place compared to what we are right now, where we just leak goals constantly. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for the Serie A Premier League mid-season review. I am working on that. It should be out by the end of the week. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.